It's Dragon Ball time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today we're going to have a look at the SH Figuarts Dragonball Frieza second form. Actually it's like Dragon Ball Z, but regardless of it, this is the big, bulky, horny guy. One of like the big upgrades to all the Frieza transformations, because quite frankly I don't really like the first and the last one. Everything in between, this one, and oh my god, I'm just foaming at the mouth for whenever we get like the alien form. That one's so cool. But regardless of that, let's stay on track with this second form. I mean, it looks cool and I can't wait to take it out of the box, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Let's have a look at it. My god, he's huge! How huge? He stands at about, let's see, almost 19 centimeters to the top of the head. That would be almost 21 to the top of the horns. 4 inches, that goes up to like 7 point. Let's have the ring light not reflecting, please. That's 7.3-ish size comparisons.
Here's Jalter, the SH Figuarts Son Goku, Naka Michelangelo, SH Figuarts Krillin and Gohan, then all the SH Figuarts Frieza, the first form and the final form, SH Figuarts Cooler, and Darkseid.
Oh my god, I gotta say I love this. Just how he stands there, menacingly. This figure hits the spot in terms of look and in terms of presence. It looks so freaking cool from that standpoint. He has a big size, the wide shoulders. Could be maybe a little bit bigger as you see in like size comparisons, but it is what it is. I think it's fine. However, there's barely any paint on this figure, and that's just disappointing considering how I think he looks great. I'm just gonna gush a little. I just wanted to gush a little bit, but what stands out to me is the pink parts of his body. Those are like nicely molded and whatnot, but not a drip of paint on there, so it really looks... That's the part that really looks like ugly plasticky and super duper bland, also in the tail. I don't know about the gray parts, if those are painted or they really mix together in nice color plastic, because I feel like those parts look pretty good, and then you have like the more glossy shoulder pads, like the purple stuff. And for whatever reason, I feel like the shoulder pads itself are more glossy than like the chest piece. That seems a little bit more muted to me at least. And yeah, but oh my god, the face sculpt. The face sculpt is actually painted and it looks amazing. I love this look on his face. He looks pissed, and I mean he was pissed as all these freaking Saiyans and Earthlings were swatting around him like flies and he couldn't get rid of them. Pierced up Krillin with those big horns, which have like a nice matte color to it. But face is amazing. Then we have a little bit more purple around the neck area, and also the muscle work. It's like, it seems like there's like somewhat of a little bit of dents in the chest area, and I'm saying that in a good way. Like in the manga, he had like small kind of scratches and lines on there. They didn't really do that, but I mean like it just looks cool and it looks accurate. I don't know how to say it. But I think like the gray parts look amazing as we move down to the fist area. Oh, look, the brown that's actually painted in. Fairly nice. And we have the purple fists. Moving down to his crotch piece, which he does have something on there, which... Whatever happens to that when he transforms? He just kind of goes naked in his final form. I guess his final form does not need to reproduce or something. I don't know. Where's the pee-pee go? Then we have the big tail, which has some segments in there where you can move it around, and it's actually a lot bigger than I remembered. But it's cool. Also a lot more glossy on the end part over here. Kind of sharp as well. And once again, it seems like there's some dents in it. It's not clean looking, and it shouldn't look clean. So I like that. And down to his big, nasty feet. Has some veins in there, and overall also some paint with glossy nail polish, I guess, but I mean it looks accurate, looks good, and oh my god, he looks great overall. Now for your articulation, starting off with the head's quite nimble, goes to the back, goes forward, and I'm holding on to the neck so that doesn't swap around, and it has some side to side and also goes all the way around. But we also have the neck, which is quite loose, goes not really to the back but helps him move forward, and also tilt side to side. Just gonna go to the tail real quick. We have the big ball hinge in there, so you can bring that up and down and also rotate it on both ends. And same thing for the other pieces. Same idea with just a ball hinge. You can move up and down and rotate it all the way around, so get some really cool poses out of the tail, I feel like. So you can kind of wrap it around Vegeta's neck, which, well, that's only for the last version of him, but anyway, just giving you some ideas. Then we have the shoulder pads, which are just on hinges, which I don't hate. I love also that it's molded inside of the chest so it doesn't break up like with the Saiyan armors. I think it's done a lot better, and you could be saying, well, there's only a hinge, could be on the ball joint, but I think that just kind of makes things more complicated. Then we have the shoulder piece, which rotates in this big butterfly joint, so you can bring that up and down, shift it around, bring it a little bit back and forth, and also you do have the butterfly joint to move it out. Butterfly joint is also molded, same as the rest of his arm, so that gives you some great range. Then we have the bicep swivel and a double hinged elbow. I always love when they mold the entire thing of it, so it looks great regardless how much you push it. Then the fist is on a ball hinge, you can bring that back and forth and also rotate it. For the chest area, they did leave a gap in here, which that looks hella wonky if you move it to the back, but you do have the purple part in the front, which you can move down, but it doesn't really cover up. I don't agree with this kind of hole in there. I don't think they should have done that, but it is what it is, so you can bring that back and forth. Now with it side to side, and does also not swivel all the way around because it's fairly blocked in there for the clean look, so I'm not hating it. Cannot rotate his Ponsu, what the hell? He could have made a swivel down here, unless it's frozen, but yeah, I'm not getting anything out of it, so unless mine's frozen, let me know in the comments. Leg moves up for a high kick, out to the side and to the back, and as you can tell, it's kinda, could be a little bit more sturdy. I hate it when it's pulling back immediately, but we also have a thigh swivel, bring that side to side. Double hinge knee, great stuff, and the foot is on another ball hinge. Has a lot of motion. Is there anything like a... It's actually like a big ball hinge and it goes into smaller balls, so I was wondering about that. So you can shift that one also around, that's pretty cool. Does tilt side to side beautifully and up and down, and yeah, good stuff for a big guy. And then for your accessories, you have another headpiece where he looks even more pissed. This is going down a little bit more than the other one, right? Right, yeah. Super duper pissed mode. Then we have some different feet, actually, which are a lot more flat than the regular ones. My camera have trouble focusing what's going on. So yeah, you have those. And then for the hands, we have some grabby hands, just to grab some Saiyans. And then we have some blasting hands to blast off into the sky. And then he has the peace sign hand where, just kidding, that's like, this is only my second form. I have 2 more after that. For the faces, we have like the wide-eyed smile and the maniacal laughter. We love those one, and the super duper pissed, angry, gritting teeth. I feel like this one works even better with the other headpiece. We also have a Dragon Ball, 4-star Namek and Dragon Ball. Looks just like the other ones. And we also have this plug. What's that for? Well, that's for his tail. Let me see that. There was the, I think it's this piece where you just take that off and you plug this in, and it looks like he had his tail cut off, which actually happens in the show. So yeah, there we go. Everything you need. Final thoughts! I love this thing. He's big, he's bulky, he articulates well, and he comes with a bunch of cool stuff. And I just have fun handling this beast of a mountain. Yes, the only thing I talked about is the lack of color on the figure itself, but he's still that damn cool looking, and he has a presence. I guess one more thing I have to mention. You have the face sculpts, which specifically only fit on certain heads. I talked about the different heads before, but we do have different holes in there. There's like a bigger hole and like a smaller hole. So you can tell there's like this super angry face. This fits in this head, skull, whatever, and not in the other one. And we have the gritting teeth, and I think it's also like the yelling face, which goes in here. Small and big hole. There you go. You only get like the maniacal laughter and the gritting teeth for the more angry skull, and then the other 2 faces go into the other skull. So just wanted to mention that. But yeah, I do recommend this one. Overall, yes, it is pretty expensive, and yes, it should have some paint, but I don't care. It looks great and just does what it's supposed to do. Look great and articulate well. So there you go. That's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever Frieza's second form wants.